No matter who it is, whether it be your own daughter, son, niece, nephew, we all have children that seem to change our attitudes. We all treasure children in very different ways, and they affect us in very similar ways. I think as a society, we all perceive that children are innocent, that children are very easily taken advantage of, and that is true, which is why we need to take precautions in child abduction. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, an average of 800,000 children go missing a year. Additionally, only out of those 800,000, only 115 are victims of child abductions. Additionally, furthermore, out of those 115 children that go missing from child abductions, 50% of those abductions are by family or parents that know the children. Today I will be speaking to you about the dangers that we have posed on our own children in our attempts to protect them. I will also be talking about the statistical realities of this sort of circumstance actually happening to someone in your family. And finally, I will talk about what we can do as a community to prevent this from further happening. First off, let's talk about children. Surprisingly as it may sound, children today are being prohibited from walking to schools that are only 2 blocks away from their homes. Parents are driving them to and from schools that are merely less than 0.5 of a mile away. Some parents are actually even driving kids to a bus stop that's only 4 houses down the street, waiting with them in the car, wait till the bus gets there, and then they transition the child from the car to the bus. Children today are being taught that they have to stay within a certain area, that they can't go out and experience their surroundings, which in a way deprives them of any chances of going out, becoming more social, looking around, learning what they're doing, learning their atmosphere in order to prevent an abduction. Most children that get abducted don't understand or don't know where they can go for help in case a stranger does come up to them, because they're not allowed to walk around in their community. Secondly, according to state and federal statistics, it is more likely that your child will be in a car accident than abducted. I think the National Health Association has actually provided some psychological terms that, The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has helped recover about 4,200,000 children successfully within their last 40 years of work. The chances of someone abducting your child in this area is relatively small, considering that out of last year, only 38 children were abducted from the Riverside County, in California, and only 1 of them resided in the Riverside County. Thirdly, parents can do a lot of things to prevent child abduction from happening. One of the main things that we need to learn how to do is teach our children that they don't have to be afraid of strangers. Your child might have to go to a stranger for help, especially since 50% of all kidnappings are committed by someone the child knows. You will also have to take your child out for a walk in your community. Show them places, point out houses, point out officials that they could easily trust so that they can go to for help. And finally, one thing you should never do, which is the most important according to state, federal, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, is never put your child's name on any of their belongings. Not a first name, not a nickname, a first or last name. Nothing that someone could easily see, say out loud, and convince your child to think that they know that person. Because children, as I stated earlier, are small, they are very innocent, and they are very gullible. If they think that someone just mentions their name, they automatically assume that they know that person, and it makes it easier for them to just walk away with them. And today I have spoken to you about children, how we're preventing them from simple pleasures such as walking to and from school, how parents are really not very well informed about the statistics on how this would happen to one of your children, and on how we can prevent this from further happening. I think children are something special that we need to control, and they should be allowed to walk outside without having any fears, but we need to help them with that so that we can prevent any further child kidnapping.